And what would you like for Christmas, little girl?
I want a pony.
Ho, ho, ho. Very well.
I'm coming at you live from the scene where it appears that yet another child has unfortunately been crushed after wishing for the pony.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I was just chilling in my paddock, just eating some mad grass, and I kind of felt my body just start to dissolve into the ether. Next thing you know, I'm free-falling onto this kid.
Did you happen to witness what occurred here today?
No, I just asked Santa for some directions. Bounced before I saw anything. I'm sorry.
Santa Claus has since been detained by authorities and is currently under investigation. More on that later. Back to you, Richard.
Thanks, Barbara. It has now been 3 days since Godzilla waddled into Zone 83 before his sudden disappearance. With disappointments immeasurable and days ruined, many inhabitants are now demanding answers to their questions, such as where did he come from? And more importantly, where did he go?
Let's go back to the start, shall we? So the human child you talked to before, the girl, remind me. How'd that conversation go again?
I don't see how that's important. Aren't I here about the pony thing?
Yes, but it never hurts to hear what happened before the incident, related or not.
Right, well, the boy wanted to get stronger, so I told him about Skillshare.
What? That online learning site?
Yeah, the one with thousands of classes and where you can learn new skills or strengthen pre-existing ones with no ads to interrupt you.
You can't fool me. No ads at all? Give me a break.
It's true! If you just gave it a chance, you'd know how satisfying it feels. To actually see yourself grow. I can finally make some hella sick cookies all by myself instead of having to break into homes and steal them. And it was all thanks to Laurie and her class.
The question remains, though. Why would you be telling a child all this, huh? What do you hope to gain by shoving all this information down his throat? Didn't think Santa Claus would be such a sellout.
But that's literally the point of Santas.
Is that all this means to you, then? Just to make a quick buck?
No! It's legit, I promise. They even offer the first 1,000 people a free trial if they click the link in the description. Whatever that means.
Uh-huh. Right. And who told you about this Skillshare, then? I asked the other Santas in your organization, and they haven't heard of it. Must have come from somewhere. Or someone.
I thought I was here about the pony. Who are you working for? I can't tell you. I just can't.
Fine then. I shouldn't be surprised someone with your background wouldn't spill things so easily. Maybe a couple of days in the slammer will loosen that tongue of yours.
I said everything you told me to say. What more do you want from me?
All right, ready to go? What the fuck?
Oh, hell yeah, I got to press Luffy. There's more to collect? You're not gonna tempt me. I'm not gonna gamble all my coins away just for a chance to get depressed Zorro.
Hey Nay, can you help put my chickens to bed? Also, Godzilla's broken through the perimeter again and is... Oh my god. You got more. I can't believe it. Look, I know you grew up with One Piece and it's very sentimental to you, but this is taking it too far. This is ridiculous. Though, at least this stuff isn't to scale with itself. I mean, can you imagine if they actually made the ship large enough to fit them all? What a waste of space and money that would be.
I got it!
Nay!
While I've created a few models now that you people have shown insane support for, by the way, I've never really assembled something properly, with, you know, instructions and everything, apart from Lego. And after seeing this going merry in a tiny back alley store for dirt cheap, I thought, why not give it a go? It says it doesn't even require any glue, so it shouldn't be too hard to assemble, right? After she was built, I realised I was going to want to give her a complete makeover, first by covering the holy areas with clay and adding texture to smooth plastic parts to imitate wood. Then after spraying on a black base colour, I completely repainted her with acrylic. Nami's mandarin trees look like cute little vibrant turds, so I replaced them, as well as added some gold detailing with both beads and paint I'd found. I also wasn't a fan of the plastic sails provided, and instead wanted to have them rolled up using actual fabric. And since Mum's a dressmaker, I of course asked if she had any spare. Later my boat went missing, and found it to be commandeered by her, who had just decided to go ahead and add them herself. So there's that, I guess. With the going merry pretty much complete, I wanted to create a couple extra little barrels and crates to place on her, since, with the sails rolled up and everything, she looked like she was docked and restocking in a little pirate cove or a seaside town or something. Huh. Hey Dad.
Yeah.
Since I, for some unfathomable reason, decided I was now going to create a whole little scene, I needed to create a base with a border that could hold resin that I was planning to dump the going merry in. The only problem was, last time the border wouldn't separate from the resin when set, and I'd had to crudely hack into it. Apparently, after watching this dude, a way to prevent this was to use PET plastic. Do we have any PET plastic?
Yeah, we got lots.
Oh, yes.
There you go. PET plastic.
Uh-oh. I was maybe hoping for a bit more than maybe a bit smoother and cleaner.
Well, clean up, just give it a wash. I mean, this is recycling. This is what we do.
Yeah, but
There's some more in here somewhere. How much do you want? What do you want it for?
it's just for my model.
Oh, that's for your model. Yeah.
It needs to be a bit smoother.
You want some new stuff, don't you?
Maybe.
Okay, come on. What about that? Is that what you want?
Yeah. I think so.
You think so?
Is it what we want?
Yeah, we can give it a go.
That's pretty big. That's pretty big.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
Yeah.
That's the case.
Yeah.
No, right.
Yeah.
After grabbing the plastic and some wood, I think Dad must have sensed my cluelessness with his Dad Clueless sensing sensors, because the next thing you know, he had built a whole base that was reusable for any future model I might decide to inflict upon myself.
You undo those bolts. And it falls apart.
Oh. Now that I had a set case, it was time to form the terrain. While rummaging around for stuff to use, I quickly found a surprising amount of that insulation foam I had apparently not ended up using from last time. I very quickly remembered why.
Why is this so bloody hard to cut?
After practicing several calming techniques, I re-evaluated my plan and bought a couple of these floral foam blocks to use instead, which were infinitely easier to cut and shape. Once done, I got this weird feeling I'd regret not having an actual plan of any kind, so to cheer myself up, I doodled some designs on colourful paper and slapped them around everywhere. With my model now feeling more inclusive, I moved on to carefully mixing up and forming some plaster blocks to help build the town with the moulds I had again used from last time. After that, some of them I placed straight onto the model along with air dry clay I sculpted, and others I stuck onto boards to help make painting easier later on. Once done, I spray painted the suckers and grabbed my acrylic paints ready for some colour. I grabbed my acrylic paints. My paints. What?
Thank you for helping. Let's go. Alright, Godzilla, don't take it off again, okay? Oh. Hey. Hey, Mom. Come inside. Hey, sister. Sister. Wake up. Oh, what? Put your shoes on, family. Come on. Come on, guys, outside.
This coffee is
I haven't finished my drink
still
yet.
cold. Shut the door, it's cold.
Too early.
Please just come outside. Alright, go find eggs. Eggs.
Chicken.
No. Easter.
Yeah, what you trick is to think of everything that
Found one.
you do.
Found another one.
Get out of my shit! Found one. Oh, I found one.
I found one. I found it.
What is this? It looks like I make a pencil. And another one. Can people like not lose
Brother, we're more interested in the chocolate though than this plant.
What is this plant?
They found the bunny hanging itself.
This is good. This is good.
Past this green, there is none this way.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what someone who was trying to hide their egg would say.
Just don't take any notice of it. Just one. Try this straight out.
We're not doing weeding.
Half the time I forgot.
No, stop the weeding. Only Easter. Only eggs. No. Dad, you know how you were absolutely violent with this tree? That did accomplish something. This is so blue.
Listen, don't you touch my car.
I didn't touch it. It's just saying it's so blue. It's almost like something else blue could help with the blueness in the blue camouflage in this
Look for the blue on
blue
the
area.
Up the top, I can't see.
Oh no, yeah, I can't see up the top. Maybe where it's definitely where Mother can see. Like it's right next to her. Like it is so hot to her. Her hand is literally pretty much about to touch it.
That was great.
You buried it under the mulch. Yeah. Where was it? Buried under a pile of mulch.
Oh. With the terrain and plaster parts all painted up, I moved on to creating the size of the town in various random ways. If there was a gap, I'd cut some pieces up to stuff in between, as well as use some toothpick thingies wherever is extra detail. I also added some terracotta clay to cover the ground and use as roads where I cut out some grooves to make it look like carts and carriages would often travel down it. I also added bits of it to areas where I felt the seams of the moulds were too obvious. Don't know how terracotta clay is different to the white clay from earlier, apart from its colour, but that's good enough for me. On to the fun parts. I dumped some sand into the sea, painted a couple barrels and chests, and filled them with coins and whatever else I could find. Repainted this gibbet I found, as well as replaced the string with an actual chain and some cute little skulls. And of course, let's not forget the tradition of adding foliage pretty much everywhere to cover up all my mistakes. Now there's only one thing left to do. Every time I've attempted resin, let's just say it has not produced the best outcome. Something always goes wrong, from being poisoned from the fumes the first time, it not setting properly after finding the resin has a bloody expiry date, producing bubbles that I can't pop because I maybe used all the gas from my oxy torch roasting marshmallows, and not being able to separate the border and having to hack into the rim. So to say that I was dreading this step is an understatement. Though thankfully my brother and father knew how anxious I was and were kind enough to offer some helpful tips and support me during it.
Put the colour in.
After.
Can't put it first. Green. You got any green at all?
I have no green.
That's brown. What's that one?
Blue.
It's green. That all? Oh, don't put brown in. You're not. You're kidding me. Brown in water?
Yeah, like,
I reckon that's green one. It's all you needed. None of the brown, none of anything else.
maybe a little bit more blue.
Green.
That's the right. The water will look very, very blue.
Turquoise.
Could you dilute it more? Obviously, you're gonna need a lot more than this. You need a better stirry stick.
You'll spoil it, please.
Look,
Please don't do
no,
that.
look.
No, look, you've got it wrong. You've got it wrong. That is almost too much. You're a man. That's the right colour.
This is what you did for your previous one.
Yeah, and she regrets it.
What happens if your phone falls off into the road?
So then the resin started smoking. That's a problem.
Yeah, the boat's starting to melt as well.
Seas have sea foam, right? You know, the white fluffy stuff that's perfect for hiding all your problems. It's like the foliage equivalent. See, look, now you can't even tell the rudder is completely melted. Damn, sea foam's the best. Shout out to all those sea foam lovers, am I right? Hey, if you're a sea foam, comment down below what part of the sea you foam. Or even better, what concentration of dissolved organic matter helps make you the foamiest? And is it okay to consume yellow sea foam? Because my uncle once was stranded on this island.